Okay, so welcome back, guys. I really am sorry. That's just I don't know how to put it into perspective. I know I'm just really annoyed right now. My YouTube is being annoying as hell. It's not loading up the live page. Um, Let me just log out of YouTube. I think maybe that could just be the issue in itself. Um, YouTube Studio, go to lives. Is this going to show me my lives now? Because there we go. All right, so that's why I say YouTube is a little bit like annoyancy for me because it just doesn't work as it's supposed to. Um, it has its days where it works flawlessly, but then there's these days where it does this. So I do want to apologize to everyone quickly and promptly. Okay, so it is counting down. That's good. That is like really, really good. Yeah. Okay. So I did reconnect Rumble. Rumble's perfect. I don't have to worry about Rumble. Slash clear. Let me just clear out my. Yes. Okay. So chat's clear, and then let's just clear chat in kick. Right. I don't want any of that spamming my channel at the moment. All right. So we've got 8 minutes out. Everything is pretty much set up. I think that we're on good for a go. Mm. And I just want to kind of go to where I can edit a channel for Rumble. So I drag that back into the rest of the windows. Right. And then obviously I want to go to my studio for YouTube in case I need to do something there. So everything is connected and hunky dory. Um, to see, am I going to have the issue with the same feed? I am most likely, yeah. So it's not happy with the chat box. It's not transferring messages across. So let's just reopen that one. There we go. And if anyone is curious, I literally pop out the chat windows just so that I make life a little bit easier in the streams. I don't believe in the multi chats. I believe having pinpointed so I can see that there's a difference in each chat. I like to focus on each community per se. I have 5 communities open at the moment. So everyone that has a communicator, whether it's Facebook, Kick, Twitch, YouTube, or Rumble, I'm be able to respond to all of you. The chats are up on one screen. They have literally its own space just for that. So I'm sure a lot of people are happy knowing that I give you guys from each community individual attention, not lumped into one. I mean, it would be lovely if I could, but I think there are some people that have a little bit of a stick in the butt about that. Um, so let's get into gaming. Let's go into gameplay. Let's make life a bit interesting here. Everything looks good. Okay, except for one thing I just want to fix. This will take uh, 6 minutes ish. Um, I just want to make a quick overlay for uh, my Fortnite. I think that is something that would be required. So let me just quickly see if I can quickly spot a quick add-on. If you guys don't mind. In the meantime, um, yeah, feel free to chat, engage, ask any questions you want to ask. And then we can get straight to gameplay. Let's see, where was one of these things over here? So let's take this. Photoshop open quickly. I think I had something I could type, rip and paste. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Let's see what windows does it open up in that one. Cool. Um, so yeah, I just like I want to have like a window frame that I know I've got the Overwatch window frame that I could possibly use there, but I mean, looking big. So yeah, while we're waiting for that to kind of go, I think what is this? Ooh, look, I can get behind that. That's cool. Oh yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That is really cool. I like that. Kind of got the same head cell to me, so that's all good. Yeah, okay. Mind you, my head's off at the moment, but I can get behind that. It stalls. Yeah, looks like it's not editable. Man, now when I see that, I know that the person that I was with, um, her kid used to play on my account every so often. Um, now I'm really missing that dude, man. Okay, so let me go. That kind of more personalizes my vibe. Um, go for something old school. Oh well, since I play Sea of Thieves, that kind of makes like a good repetition there. Okay, there we go. I like this one. I want this one done. All right. Let's go. Let's save that. Let's drag you in here quickly. Um, okay, so let's go quick selection tool here. Um, I'm just trying to delete the whiteness in the image here so that it doesn't. That one's not going to work. We need to kind of be very careful with that one. That's not gonna just zoom up here. No, man, I said zoom up, man. Come on. Hello, sharp. Alright, let me just use the lasso tool here quickly. There we go. I can switch back to the magic tool. That's all good. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Man, come on, toolbar. So yeah, I do apologize, guys. Um, uh, but I do kind of wanna have like a cam overlay for Overwatch. So I just want to lasso this. Hopefully, when I select this, it doesn't kill anything majorly. Let's go to zoom out. Okay, I can work with that. So, so Fortnite overlay. There we go. So yeah, you're gonna get on the fly Fortnite stuff. So give me 2 seconds. I think I'm missing white over here. Oh no, I sound racist for a white person now. Like I'm saying, like let's get over here, let's get the white away. Oh man, taking a dig at my own people. Um, but I just like to say, hey everybody, yeah, okay, so there is no white there. I can definitely save now. Right, cool, awesome. Uh, save. Then let's come open to minimize that. Don't need that anymore. Don't need that anymore. Can close that. It can run. I love about OBS. It can run PTSD files. So if I want to add um, an image, or over. Okay, so I'm basically I can actually show you the process. It would actually be intriguing, I think, to a lot of people. Um, so I can't remember where I saved it. Did I save it in? I'm sure I would have saved it in desktops. Where did I save it? Okay, let me just open Photoshop again. I don't know where I done saved it. That's scary. Oh man, like I'm so used to saving to when it saved it as image. Oh, it saved it to my USB drive. Why did it save it there? It's desktop always. Fortnite. Let's go. Yes. Yeah. Okay, now let's try that process again. F5. Oh, I like that so much. That is so cool. Um, all right. Now I don't know exactly what you guys are seeing, but I need to shrink this down a little bit. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, I missed some white there. God damn it. We can touch that up later since it is still in PTS form. And then obviously you see me reshape it, so all that white's not going to matter now that I'm trimming it down, but I am a perfectionist, so I am going to nip that one off. I kind of feel like it's a personal touch I like to kind of do. Um, so I will kind of do something like this just to give it like, yay, that looks so cool kind of thing. How much? Okay, so I need that. I need the camera to kind of. I'm probably gonna have a whole lot of problems now. And then I can kind of put that there. So, wait, no, what might I do? Now I can move it as a poll. There we go. I like that. That's awesome. That's cool. Um, all right, let's go. Sorry I had to make you guys wait, but I really had to have an overlay put in. I felt it would be cool. Thank you, Photoshop. You're an amazing tool. Right, let's go to Battle Royale. Let's have some fun. Let's kill some kids. Let's make some kid go, Mommy! I got that the other day. Man, man, oh man, oh man. Sorry to make you guys wait. I just wanted to change the overlay. Sort of leaked it here, but we'll fix that up. Go Cot, man. Okay, where do we land? Where do we land? Oh, hello. Hey-oh. Dun 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 dun. Oh man, I have so many good memories from watching South Park as a kid. Man, oh man, that stuff was legendary. Okay. It's under the stairs. Ooh. Right off the bat. All right, we got 6. That's good. It's very strange. I haven't encountered anybody as yet. Yeah, those are very much required. She's gonna walk right into a sniper rifle. She know I'm coming. Dude, you just tried too hard, my man. Why would you do that? You knew you were gonna get eliminated. I was playing with ya. Oh look! It's another noob! Hello! It's like everyone knows AR is king in this game. Like really? Why would you initiate? Okay. You intentionally running. You dude, you're a noob. Oh my god. Oh, you be hacking.
Dude, like, what did you think was gonna happen? Ay, ay, ay. What a noob. La la la. Problems. Here we go. You freaking hacker. I knew you were gonna do that. And you watching my stream. Yes. We saw your play. Because the minute I moved, you moved away. But Epic will catch you out. We're watching you. You know that, right? Look how bad her aim was. Now she's not playing like she's shooting like she was me, you know? Look, now she's not aiming correctly. How did she get that accuracy done? Yeah, that person there. Cheating. Pinpoint aim again. That's just sad. Like, if she was hitting me that good, she should have hit that person that well as well. So, oh man. And like, look at her going. She's still doing the same thing, and she knows she's being spectated. We can see. Oh, looking through the bush. Oh, caught. There was a player by the bush, and then you saw you, so you moved your focus away. Oh, look at that. Look how her aim like moves. Like it's not like a player's shift or a clean movement. It's like this movement. Like it's trailing a person. It's too like mechanical. It's not clean movement. That is sad. But hey, you want to do that, you do that. And if you aren't cheating, like kudos to you, but yeah, you be sus. So like somebody was saying to me now in one of the chats that, oh no, she wasn't hitting. So do you see now that close range, it should have been an easier hit? But she done missing. Sus! And that's cringe when someone is having to do that on a game that doesn't require much skill. But I don't care. I mean, hey, I'm having fun here. I got my limbs. That's all that matters. I actually want to do some blitz, to be honest. Hello, Nobi. Oh, that's gonna roll him the wrong way. Yeah, I need to get out of here before I get killed. Ah! Okay, doesn't matter. Alright, I got my limbs, that's all that matters. Also, I do have lags, so I play at plus like 180 something ms, so I do enjoy having a little bit of fun, but we want to go to lobby, so that's what I'm gonna do. Let's go to just there we go. So we've got she's bonus. Okay, cool. Right, so let's go to some Blitzy Blitz. I normally play Blitz because it's quick and easy. That person I played with the other day was like, no, and come on. Come on, Nvidia, man. Nvidia, come on, man. That's what really irritates me is that, like, that there's nothing wrong, like, resource-wise on my PC. I'm barely touching resources in this game. Okay, that's lagging out. Okay, I can't play Fortnite anymore. That is physical lag from the server. There is nothing I can do with that.
that is really annoying. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna reconnect into Fortnite. Um, so I wanna eliminated. There's some sussy ones there.
No, why are you saving? Oh, man, you stupid freaking. I deselected them.
Shit.
Like, hello, Fortnite launch, man.
Oh, good God, man. Sorry, guys. Like, it's just. I don't know why I did that. So basically, I'm just uploading certain things. I'll have a browse through. Eliminations only eliminated people when I get eliminated. I only keep things when it's sus. I've got a pre-record on the stream anyway, so it's not really an interest for me to keep that. But I mean, I did tell it not to keep it, which was kind of frustrating. Right. There we go.
No, man. Go back to where you were. Oh, man. Like, Fortnite, just claim all. Like, what is so wrong to claim all things? Oh, yo. Yo. I can see with a mass exodus of employees that they retrenched, obviously quality went down a little bit. And it does worry me and concern me a bit because, like, maybe yeah, it's like busted. I think I'm gonna fall hit hard. Why would you run away? Fight me. That was sad. Like, you ran. Don't play like that. Better Rizzler. Fire! This thing is tops. Bye. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That got a hit. Oh, you forgot to put eliminated players with lag. Okay, let's return to the lobby quickly. I want to see what I can unlock. Um, right, we'll add those later to Tiki Toki. Um, then we'll go to let's see here. Wait, no. Give me a bit making requests now that I'm a streamer. Oh, yeah. Hey, yeah. Because like I said, Jack. No, man. Shush. Your awards. Who would pay that just to finish the levels though? Thousand V-Bucks. Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm like having some good time here. Um, Alabama John, like what the? Why would anyone want to speak to me? I mean, come on. I mean, that's a hell of a name to boot. By the way, purple. Yeah, purple. By the way, huh. I read that right. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm just trying to do something here because I know there's this one dude that will freaking bot people. Yeah. So let's just see videos. What's that all about? I have no idea. He has 1 subscriber, 1.4K followers. A little bit sus.
As soon as we finish this fence, we going to the dam, getting your mama some fillets. All right. Well, then expect to go Friday because we're gonna be finished
Seems like a nice guy.
with this fence by Thursday. What's this guy doing, dude?
Let me guess. This purple person is a bot.
Jump up on the bed, dude.
He seems cool, but
Pissing me off.
oh, he's got a following tracking camera. Nice. Very nice. By the way. Yeah. I don't like it when people try to refer me. If a streamer wants to talk to me, wants to collab, likes my content, grab a pair of balls and talk to me. If he sounds like he is from Alabama, I'm not from the US. I've been there a few times. Uh, but I mean, if he's from Alabama, he would have balls. Um, so I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything. If someone is from his stream watching, don't get me wrong. It's just I'm tired of having bots pop into my channels and be like, "Hey, come to this." There, it reminds me of this one dude that tried to make jokes and insults about me, and then I think I matched up with him in a random game where he tried to take me out and he failed and he was stream sniping. So yeah, memorable moment for that dude. But hey, thank you very much, guys, for watching, for being here. I am not the world's best player. I just enjoy having fun, chatting, and getting to know everybody. Oh, let's medium reveal. La, 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 la. La, la, la. Boy, this is gonna be too easy. Hello. Hello, my pretty friend. We need a shotty. I want a shotty. What? No way. Oh well. I know who that is. Yeah, that dude's been exposed. Oh well. Let's go again. Yeah. Like you can see the lag, it's like jittering, so sus, but I got lagged out there, so well done, dude. Well done. But let's just, yeah, dodge. You shouldn't be able to slide on that. Yeah, so to like anyone on Rumble, if you want to collab or something like that, hit me up, chat. But I'm not gonna just collab off the bat. I want to get to know who the person is, watch your stream, see who your community is about, vice versa. This is just pure out fun for me at the moment. Like I say, I can't really play competitively because of I got my limbs, that's all I care about. Okay, so I'm gonna end it Fortnite for now. I can see there are certain people on at the moment that are not worth playing around with. So I am going to go back to my old and favorite. Um, we'll check around here for a while. Thank you for joining me for the Fortnite. It was to be go to um, that was sus, but okay. I'm not gonna be because of my lag. There are sometimes I will not argue my um. Although it's sus as hell, it's just I don't kind of trust it. Remove, and then I'll just pay those together, and then just say, "Man, do me a favor. Get rid of your. Are you sure? I'm deleting things for a reason." Um, right. So let's just go up here. Let's try to change my stream across. Oh yeah, please don't forget when you do follow, as you're the building you're about to see, no matter what game I'm playing, I will come and put your follow name, number, whatever you want to call it, into the Minecraft wall for followers. I have two wonderful founders. So up until a certain amount, they will be deemed as founding followers, and the rest, you just go onto the wall with them on the secondary wall, and then there's a wall for subs, and you get a doggy if you sub and whatnot, just to be as rewarding until I get affiliated and stuff. But in the meantime, I've had a lot of fun collabing with a lot of people, talking to a lot of people. So it's been a ride. It's been amazing. It's been a blast. Um, Everyone has been highly supportive. Um, let's just drop Fortnite. Let's put Minecraft. I think I'm just gonna do it for mm, Rumble. Yeah, let's just go. No, man, I don't want OBS. I want Rumble. Thank you. Yeah, let's just go Epic Show. This is the one that's live. So I will say Rumble's made some improvements with editing on the fly. Thank you very much. I think they took my ask the other day, so I'm really stoked. I might consider getting Crimson because I've been looking at it. No, now that they've buffed out all the problems, because I didn't want to end up like another cyberpunk. I was like, no, it'll be okay, but it never was okay. It still isn't okay. I'm still experiencing some of the same glitches with the patches, and I'm like, no, hell no. Um, right, so that's there. Let's get back to a broadcast where I can see my stream. Obviously, I'm gonna need to change my overlay. So I just want to get back into Fortnite overlay. Let's just see if I can squish it a little bit. There we go. Then I need to drop that overlay and then bring in the normal overlay. There we go. The Minecraft's in, and then I can, well, I can just take the camera and then lightly move it there. There we go. What is that box there for that OBS thing, man? What's it highlighting? Oh, it's a subload. So sub, sub, post, yeah, to go into alerts. And then alerts, I kind of want them to be on the top. No, man, come on. What do you do? That's what was strange is that all of that should have been there. But all of that should have been basically up there. We'll figure out there we go. No, man. Good God. No, why are you multi-selecting? Well, it's just we'll see what happens when all these things decide to. The final countdown is fine. There. Sorry, guys, I'm just checking something here. So we'll get to working stuff there. I think let's. I just in general want to move somewhere else. That'll involve. Wait, where was that place? What? Oh, free cash campaign. Not too worried about that. I've ran that long enough. Yeah, like I check certain campaigns when I feel they go in a specific direction. Yeah, I go no go. Okay, so like I said, this is the wall of followers. I just need to check if I have incurred any more followers. So let me just minimize OBS. Let me go to notifications on Rumble.
Still the normal amount of people. Okay, so I'm just getting some warnings here from YouTube. Let me just see here. Okay, it's to be ignored. Right, let's go back to stream. Okay. Right, so I was terraforming stuff, and I need to eat, like really eat. I need to make bread, bread, bread. Do we have stuff for bread? Okay, so my dude's become quite a hungry guy. Uh, I have 50 bread that'll keep me busy for a while. I try to bulk up stuff, but you can never really win that victory kind of thing. Um, there's beet soup as well. Actually, I want to move Rumble down here. Make Rumble like OP, man. You guys do realize why I went and let's just get these potatoes in. What are you trying to do, dude? My dude's like, you've literally ruined this place. It literally had so many more things. Okay, let's see. Can we? Uh, yeah, just because we can. Um, yeah, we got 50, so we're pretty much good for a while. Very good for a while. So let me just play this out, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we've gotten like lovely amounts of. Damn it. That killed it instantly, didn't it? Yep.
Huh. Hmm.
Planting crop.
No, man.
Oh boy. Let's see here. Man, oh god, like yeah, I'm not going to start a conversation here. I'm just going to
Calmly, not.
yeah, I'm doing right now. Boom. Um, hold on, guys. We got a call here trying to see something. Okay, boy. I want to take one of these guys wherever I go now. They're like anti-wraith bars. That is so cool. I think that would be a better entrance, to be honest. But hey, it's just for storage and stuff. Um, then to be honest, I want to put that there when I don't want to make that like plants, but yeah, it's one of those things. Okay, hold on, guys. Someone listen to his voice now. I'm just gonna mute because this person does not have a filter on, so I have to be careful. I love my friends, but sometimes my friends don't have filters, so I have to be very, very careful. All right, guys, I'll chat in a bit. Just give me a few seconds. Yeah. Okay, I'm back. I do apologize for that little interim break there. It wasn't needed, wasn't necessary. Um, let's go to. Wait, hold on, guys. Um,
Okay, so I do apologize about that, guys. Sorry about that. Phone call took longer than expected, and I didn't expect a phone call from someone that early in the morning. Oh man, and it's oh oh hey, okay. All right, I do apologize. So by the way, Rose, thank you very much for your compliment. I appreciate that. I do try my best. I've been streaming for 3 months. I lost my work, so I decided if not, why not? While I wait to get to work, which will probably happen. I'm so sorry. Oh, it's the second person I've scared with re-enabling my mic. I am so sorry. I do apologize. That wasn't my intention. But it is funny to hear people be like, "Oh my goodness, you scared me." It is the first time I think anywhere in the world where a streamer scares the audience and not the other way around. The chatters aren't scaring the streamer. I think sooner or later streamers are going to be like, teach us your magic wisdom. Oh man, you've made my day now. You've literally made my day. Oh man. I do apologize. I am so sorry. Ah man. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm like now I'm getting a message from someone. I'm gonna practically ignore them now because I'm on stream. They had their end. I like need to now carry on with my own thing. I always try to be there for my friends, but yeah, that friend I have to particularly mute because yeah, filters are not a thing for that person. Very popular. I recently lost the person I was with for 3.5 years, and now that people have discovered I'm single, my phone is lighting up like no tomorrow. I think there's been several streams where people keep phoning me, trying to say they have problems to talk to me, just to talk to me to see if I'm receptive to their interest. I know it's all good. I miss the person. I think I'm still got the ring on my finger out of commitment. I never expected for someone to say, "I'm leaving you because I'm not happy," and I'm like, "But um, I provide for you, your kids. I am there for you. Help look after your dad when he's sick because he's recovering from cancer. Um, he's like a father to me. So I lost a lot of people, and I lost 2 kids I considered my own. The kids got on with me, and she just wasn't happy with me. So I think the bubble of reality of honeymoon phase kind of died. And in honesty, I think I've learned one of the toughest life lessons is that sometimes people fall in love with the idea of someone loving them, but they don't fall in love with you, and it can confuse you as the person that's in love with them because you think they love you, but in actuality, they're just in love with how you're treating them. And quite frankly, I'm very happy because she didn't like me gaming. So if someone can't support my happiness, then yeah, I can't have them in my life. So for me, I pretty much walked away the day that I said to her, she said it's over. I'm like, can we save it? Um, I want to fight for the relationship. I mean, 3.5 years is too much to throw away. Um, and she laughed in my face when I said, let's go to couple therapy. And I hate therapists. Being a former Marine, I hate therapy. I hate psychologists. I believe they're the world's greatest scam. They just want to give people medication to resolve a problem that you could easily fix by talking it out and understanding what's wrong with the person, and then giving them guidelines how to improve life and be better. But she laughed in my face, and that's when I packed up my stuff and I left. Because obviously, a woman who doesn't respect a man, there is no love there. Yeah, I think a lot of us have all been there. Unfortunately, no one wants to go there though. That's the sad thing. No one really ever wants to have to experience it. Time to go to the golem. Come defend me, golem. Be my defender. They're coming for me. Okay, instant. Yeah. But now I've kind of learned, although I miss the kids a lot, I'd never want to date a woman that has kids again because I didn't just lose one person, I lost her kids and I lost her dad as well. Yeah, I think it's because whenever I've like not been in a relationship, they've tried to pursue me, and I'm like, with somebody I can't, and then like you can join the queue, and now they think the queue line is re-engaged, and they have a right to try and ask. And I mean, I think when did it end? It ended last year, the 21st of November, which is still fresh. So it's very difficult to try and compute feelings. Yeah, you can put yourself out there, get to know people, but you don't want to really commit yourself to anything at the moment until you figure out where your head game is. And the last thing I want to do is I don't want to hurt somebody because I only believe in dating one way. You date to marry, you don't date to play around. No, it's not that not really had a bad experience, but the problem is I don't ever want to lose the connect because now those kids are like my own kids to me for 3.5 years. Because for a year I dated her, I never knew about the kids, I never knew about her still being married but getting divorced. So it made me look like I was the one who killed the marriage. In actual fact, before I'd met her, 2 years prior to meeting her, they already had separated. So when I got there, I picked up the pieces, I brought stability. I fell in love with those kids. Okay, look, me and the little girl, we had our moments because little girls and their temper, especially when they have the princess syndrome, it takes time. I mean, around the time that I had gotten to know this little girl really well, shamefully, I will admit it. Yep, she never told me about her kids or about her getting divorced. So when I met the ex separated ex, who turned out to be a complete psychopath, deadbeat dad, didn't pay maintenance, still hasn't paid maintenance. So for basically 3.5 years, I was looking after the kids, paying for them, providing food and stuff like that. Which the kids got and understood very quickly because I served. I never wanted to see someone. If you've ever been to Iraq or a war-torn country, you see kids starving. I never wanted to see that again. So I'm like, those kids didn't have. You have luxuries they do not have. Everything you have, they would think this is a dream. So those kids started to admire me and had admiration for me. I got them to eat vegetables and fruits that she struggled to get them to eat, which probably pissed off in hindsight. Her kids respected me more than her because if I laid down the law or the gauntlet, that was the law. I never wanted people to think if I say something, I'm going to chop and change. And it came to a point of where she was, these are my kids, you're not their father, you can't discipline them. I'm like, as long as you want me to contribute in this household, I'm going to discipline those kids. So for me, it's like she's kind of put a black stain on where I've had relationships with kids, to the most recent one where because I grew so attached to those kids, I can't fight for those kids. I'm not their biological father. I can never fight for them. No court's going to allow me to fight for those kids, even where I live. They're not going to allow me to fight for them because our laws are very similar but different at the same time. I have no claim to those kids, but now I've lost 2 children that I considered my own. 2 kids that love me, 2 kids that phone me on a very regular basis, being like, hey, please come back. Our mom messed up. We miss you. We love you. Now, for an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old to say that's messed up, because now it puts you in a position where your feelings are being played with by kids who genuinely loved you, but you can't interact with them because their mother doesn't want you anywhere near them because it'll push away any of her potential suitors. She was on Tinder for the last 6 months of our relationship. Unfortunately for her, I'm a techie, so all the traffic that comes through my network, I pretty much see. I would notice. And the stupid fact is she has her WhatsApp account open on her laptop and her Tinder open on her laptop where I could see it. And I was like, she went away for a business call, and when I got back home and I saw she wasn't there, so I just saw the PC was on. So I'm like, before the kids go on and play on a business profile, let me just go lock it. And lo and behold, there was somebody on Tinder said, hey, meet me here, here's my number. And then the conversation I saw, it was shattering. And then I think the Friday before she said it was ended, because I was actually preparing myself to sit down and talk with her, because I'd been asking her for about 6 weeks solidly straight, we need to talk. We need to fix things. And she was like, yeah, sure, just let me sort out some things. I've got to take the kids to a sports function. And I changed my job over to a night shift job. So I'm working American hours instead of the GMT time hours. So I do a lot of remote support for America. And when I decided to take a job for night, because obviously it pays more, it pays better, I can do more for her and the kids, it then became a problem. I came home the one night, I was almost hijacked. Luckily, because of my service, being a former Marine, I was able to fend and to fight them off. And the first thing I wanted to do is I came home and all I wanted to do was just hold her. I woke her up, she was pissed off, she was disgruntled, she didn't see the scars, the bruises, the black eye. She was more worried about her sleep. And I felt bad. And the next day, I'd sent her a bouquet of flowers. Before I'd left, it had hidden by her laptop, saying she was in the other room sleeping. Because there was no blackout curtains in the other room, so she went to the guest room to go sleep, which she'd normally do every now and then to get away from everybody. Which I thought was normal, but then I found out when she went there, she was talking to somebody else. And I left flowers on by the laptop with her favorite wine, her chocolate, and like a massive apology to say, "Hey, I'm so sorry, but I'm so grateful to have a woman in my life that supports me and that's there for me," which kind of added a guilt trip to her in a sense. Not that wasn't my intention, and yeah, so she just wasn't happy with who I was and what I was doing, and then obviously because I game, it was an issue. It's like the attention wasn't going towards her, and I'm like, but all you need to say is drop the controller or the mouse and keyboard, and I'm pretty much there, which was always the case. Unless if I was playing with her son and he was my Fortnite duo, which I still miss to this day. I think I got messaged on Fortnite when I was playing earlier by one of his friends, and they're like, Uncle Jay, we all miss you kind of thing. So I'm like, I know that's the case, kid, but I really can't be talking to you kind of thing. And I'm going to hide that I'm talking to you off stream, because if one of your parents see it, it's going to go to your ex is talking to our kids, kind of stop it. Not that the one parent would mind, because we're still friends. She kind of took my side in the whole saga, but yeah, no, definitely. I think for now, I've just got to reevaluate what I want in my life, how I want to be treated, and I don't want to rinse repeat of the past kind of thing. But right now, where my heart is kind of like a hollow. And the last thing I want to do is introduce myself to someone when I don't have any emotions at the moment. I don't want to hurt anyone the way I was. But I appreciate what you say. It is true. Oh man, I know the abusive relationships, those are the worst, because it mentally messes you up. Because you love that person, and because they abuse you, it messes with your mind even more, because then you try to fix the person even more. Then there's that attraction of what do you call it, of the victim complex, where you fall in love with your captor, but your captor just keeps abusing you. They never love you. They never who they truly were or said they were. That is I feel for any woman that has ever been in that situation. And a lot of women are too afraid to leave it, because if they have kids with that person, then their kids are at risk. And let's face it, moms live through their kids. They don't live their life through anyone else. Those kids are the priority. And I never had an issue with the kids being a priority, but there was a point where I said, you need to also make me a priority sometimes. So the minute the kids are asleep, I am your priority. The minute the kids aren't around, I am your priority. If there's nothing else wrong with the kids, I am your priority. So yeah, I can believe you with abuse and trauma. Having PTSD at one stage of my life, trauma takes. Yeah, it would be very hard to get away from an abuser, especially if you have a daughter. Because I know a lot of those cases, the daughter ends up also being abused in a sense, either physically, emotionally, or mentally. So yeah, I can honestly see where you would have that issue. And then obviously they trap you in. They do things to keep you in. I'm glad that you were spared most of it, but still, you weren't spared it, and that sucks, because you had to go through all of that. And I'm like one of the TikTokers that and streamers that I follow. What's his name? I can't think of it now, but he's a buff. He reminds me of when I went to Alabama. He looked like a typical Bucky Rednecker, and he often will be like with his phone, smack it and hit the guy, and it's like if I was there, I would beat the crap out of it. I think recently he actually got arrested for assaulting a man that was hitting a woman, which is like kudos to him. I mean, that's the kind of guy I am. You don't hit a woman, regardless, no matter what. You don't hit a woman. Look, there are cases where you have to defend yourself, but idealistically, you'd want to walk away from it. We have technology to prove it. Let the Lord take its hand. But if that woman is bulky and the exception to the rule where you have to defend yourself or has a weapon, then okay, it's fair enough. You had to defend yourself. But 9 out of 10 times, most men don't need to defend themselves. A woman, you can just walk away. Her paltry abuse is never going to hurt you in a sense. It may hurt your pride as a man for walking away, not doing anything, but you shouldn't hit a woman. And especially if you love a woman, you should never raise your hand to her unless it's in the bedroom and it's wanted, if you get what I mean. But in any other formal factor, and even then it's kind of wrong because it kind of opens the door of suggestion that she wants to be abused, kind of thing. Because there are men, and I know, and I'm speaking against my own kind of brothers, and there are some men that are dogs, and they have earned that reputation where the rest of the world, and even myself, I'm like, you know what, it's a dude, screw it. Though there were the signs, meanwhile the guy could be innocent, but it's the whole thing that men has built that stigma over the years that it was the case. But I will never ever agree with abuse because my mom was abused when she was a child. One of my friends was abused. I had to go rescue her from that. 5 of the females in our group turned out that they were getting abused, so we had to get involved again. It's not something you want to really do, but do you keep quiet? Do you mind your own business? Or do you let it keep happening? If the person reaches out, then it's like, you know what? This is what happened. We have no choice. We're going to have to do this because obviously restraining order is not working. We need to make sure that this person is protected. But it probably took you a long time to get over it because I know a lot of people that were abused always think they were to blame. If they had done this, then maybe he wouldn't have done that. If he had done this, then maybe she wouldn't have, maybe if she made the meal or the food wasn't cold. I had a friend, it still riles me to this day. I almost got charged for it, but all charges were dropped because the neighbors saw what I had done. So I had come to her aid, and he was beating her when I arrived to the scene to the point where she was barely breathing, bleeding. She lost the child. She had a miscarriage. I lost it. I beat the living crap out of that guy, and I'm proud, and I'll stand by it. That guy deserved to die. I don't know why they even bothered saving him. I would have gladly gone to jail for. Yeah, no, definitely I agree with that. I'd have gone to jail for that. But all charges were dropped. It was seen as defense for a person. Because he wouldn't stay down, he kept attacking me. It was seen as a specific type of defense where you had to immobilize a person in the worst possible way. It was the degree of cruelty was called for. I think even when he was arrested, the cops threw him headfirst into the back of the van with like a massive bang. Because we have like if you can think, I don't know where you are in the world, but we have what you in America would call trucks. We call them buckies with a canopy. So in the back, there's like a cover. It's steeled. It's reinforced. It's basically like a mini little transportable transport. Okay, so you're in the US. So if you think of like how you have buses that transport prisoners, we have trucks that transport prisoners. Or if a cop is called to site, they come in their truck. And we call them buckies. So it'll be a bucky with a steelized, string reinforced cage canopy. And they threw him headfirst in, and you could hear that massive ding, there was nothing more satisfying than hearing that day when his head went first in, and he suffered, I think, a 4th degree. What do you call it? Brain damage. Oh, I'm from South Africa. Beautiful country, but also full of drama here and there. But still a beautiful country. The people are amazing. I have noticed there are quite a few Americans. I have an American that lives just this side of me. He moved in, I think, 3 years back. He married the girl that's next door. So yeah, quite a few of you guys are coming this side. That's why I still say to somebody, made the joke of, your president's making jokes about borders, but how come you guys are coming this side? Can we put up a border fence? So yeah, no, all jokes aside, you guys have a beautiful country. I love the Constitution. I love the patriotism that you guys have. I think whenever somebody hears that I served, even though I didn't serve for your military, they were like, "Thank you for your service," but I'm like, "I never served for your country." Like, no, it doesn't matter. I'm like, so I love the patriotism that you guys have. I love the Southern cuisine especially, and then with doing remote support, I have fallen in love with the women that have a Southern Belle accent. There is nothing to me more sexier than a woman that has a Southern Belle accent. You have some of the most beautiful women on the planet. You have some of the best educational systems. You have probably the best navy on the planet. I don't think I would say that very lightly, being someone who served. Just the way you guys go about and do things in life generally is amazing. Your constitution, the Fourth Amendment, which I think is amazing. Just in general, the way your country has certain things is amazing. So yeah, kind of jealous that my country isn't at that level yet, but I think we'll get there one day when we have the right people in political power and we have the right mindset of people to vote the right people in instead of voting for the same stupid people in and out over again, just because of certain things that happened in the past. And I don't care who rules my country as long as they are fair to the people that voted them into power and they do right by everybody. I'm pretty much happy. I don't really care who rules the country, in all honesty. Um, it's still a beautiful place. And it's the same as America. You can't judge America because of political stances and stuff. Oh yeah, no, look, yeah. It's the same that can be said for us. I wish we could have someone that would run it properly as well. Um, I wish politicians would realize, no matter whether you're a president, a prime minister, a political politician, or a minister of some kind of department, or a department head, or the state of security, or whatever you would call the head for your finance sector, your security sector, your health sector, as long as those heads of those sectors are like, okay, look, the people need this, we need to do this, we need to deliver that. I never believe one man should have all the power. There should be, I believe it shouldn't be a president. It should be a president representing each race or creed of person. So you have a group of people that make an agreement, that come to a common consensus, that if one person doesn't agree to it, the idea cannot pass. Because then it means that one group of people are going to be isolated and left out. But then you can't also have a group of people that don't agree with anything, because then it makes a sense that nothing's ever going to be passed. And then obviously the bill needs to be, if a bill is passed, it needs to benefit everybody, not just one group of people. And then if a bill is harmful, it should be revised so that it protects people. I am pro-life, but I still believe people should have the rights to their own decisions. As much as I have experienced someone having an abortion that would have been my child, which killed me inside. And because I made the oath to serve and protect all life, it kind of killed me. But in the same sense, I get it. It was her body. No one should be able to force you to do something you don't want to do. and be stuck with a lifelong regret. I mean, I would have taken the child hands down and never looked backwards. But I think sometimes you just have to let things play out the way they do. I still think America is beautiful, despite, like with my country, there's a lot of controversy in to certain things. I'm never going to know the full truth because I don't live there, so I don't see it. I can only know what I see and what I hear from certain people that I know that are there, or from certain streamers that are unbiased to both sides, that will just be like, this is what the based opinion is, end of story. I do believe that if they enforce like birth control or something, that it should be done in a way that you can have children or whatever. If not, then you need to take something that prevents you from having children. Therefore, you don't have an abortion and you don't end life. If you want to be pro-life, okay, then fine. We're pro-life, but then you need to take this medication as long as it's not harmful, or the person you with, the guy that goes with, he has to wear a device that prevents, say, you getting, let's say, hypothetically, there's a device a guy can wear, easily attached or inserted without any issues. I think there is kind of something like that where you can't make her pregnant and it can be easily reversed so that he can also, if he wants children, can have children, kind of thing. So no one is affected on both sides. I think they need to look into an option like that kind of thing. But if you open your legs as a dude or a woman and there's a kid involved, you need to step up and take the responsibility for that, because it wasn't an action, it was intentional. You knew exactly what you're doing, you knew exactly what could result or what could happen by spreading open, or laying loose, whatever you want to call it, without being disrespectful. Well, not snip, but I mean, like, there is a procedure that I do know where there is a catch device that's installed. They open up the ball sack, they insert a device into it. Excuse anyone who is a child or whatever, it's in my channel at the moment, that catches all the semen. And then there is, the guy can never knock up a woman. There is, I think, there's also a condom as well, which can be used. There's contraceptives. There is that operation. No, it's not painful. I mean, pretty much you can still carry on within, I think, 2 to 3 days. Like nothing's ever happened. It will heal up pretty fast there. That skin is very resourceful when it comes to healing. I speak firsthand as a dude. So especially someone that is inclined by faith to have a circumcision done. So I can speak as a man. I can say, hey, it will heal pretty fast. It might put you out of action for a day or two, or maybe a week, but it can still be reversed if you ever want kids. And if you don't want kids with that person and you leave them 2 to 3 days later, or maybe a year later, you don't have that child that's permanently going to tie you together. Therefore, you're not stuck in these awful relationships or divorces or custody battles. I think that's what people aren't seeing, is that at the end of the day, it's not just about the two people. It's about the poor child that's stuck in the middle. Because how do you expect a child to choose between a parent? Unless he's really crappy, then by all means, choose the mom. Or if the mom's really crappy, choose the dad. Because let's face it, crappy people can happen on both sides. No one's immune from that kind of thing, But I would say if there is a reversible, non-impacted surgery or device or treatment that can prevent you from having children rather than having an abortion, I'd say go for it. So long as it doesn't put you at risk. And also, well, that would be better. Like after abuse, you'd kind of want the distance. And if he did that to you, there's no question what he'd do to her or what he'd pass down to her. So if she never knows who her father is, I look at it like this, being someone who was a stepdad, you don't want that child to grow up thinking, my dad's like that, I'm going to become like this. So when they grow up in a happy life, a child is happy and grows maturely and is able to become a normal functioning human being. The last thing you want is a child that's going to be landlocked by all that emotion and conflict because they were never taught that just because your dad did that doesn't define you as a person. Especially if it's a young man, he's not going to be like, oh, but my dad did that, now I have to do that. Like, no, that's not the case. So a lot of people have that false entrapment because my parents are like that, therefore I must be like that. And then there are people I knew that never knew their parents, and the minute they found out their parents after they were like, what, 23, 24, found out their one dad was a druggie, they got stuck into drugs because, oh, if my dad did it, then I must do it, you know? Yeah, look, it's like I say, it's very difficult. I mean, I don't know the dynamics that caused your split, but I do know for a man, it is difficult to raise somebody else's child. But when you fully accept them, then I mean, there is no greater pleasure as a man because those kids are going to love you more than anything. Oh man, that's the sad thing is that so many couples they break over the small things. You're actually supposed to get on your partner's nerves. I will tell you this. This is a fact. People that get on each other's nerves, they actually last longer. Sometimes people just don't know how to deal with the conflict of it. Like if I'm around someone I love, I become very childish, and that's like the best sign that you love somebody. Um, the fact that she never saw it that way, and someone actually said to her, "You know what? Look, uh, you do realize why he's childish, right? Because he's found someone he's so comfortable around, he loses guard of who he's supposed to be." And then you get women that become extremely playful with you, and that might get on somebody's nerves, or they become very dependent that they need you a lot more than you'd normally need to be required. And a lot of people can't cope with that. And it's not a bad thing. It's just a lot of people, they get to certain stages in the relationship where most people barely survive or survive without even realize they survived it. And then they're like, oh, but they got past that. They're like, but what are you talking about? Oh, no, you got past the non-honey phase mode. You got past this mode. I mean, a lot of people don't even make the honeymoon phase. So it's all about, and then obviously you've got global shifts. You got like if there's a global change or something like that, it could affect how the person continues to see or view you. It's very difficult. Oh no, I've dated the person that was my ex for 3.5 years. She had extreme anxiety, extreme depression because of her ex. Um, I wasn't easy to live with either. So you got to remember, there's two people in a relationship. It's two people that do that dance. You can't just be like beat yourself because I'll have this and that. Like that guy chose you knowing all of that because I'm sure you probably told him I have this. So fully knowing he loved you, knowing all of that. He slept with you, and I'm not trying to be mean or anything, because it can work both ways. He slept with you knowing that there was that crazy. Um, he took the risk. He should have known. And there's that old, I love that old Southern saying, you risk it for the biscuit. So he risked it for the biscuit. So he should have known and I mean, if you have ever watched How I Met Your Mother, Barney very says it very well. For how hot a woman is how crazy she is. And as a guy, if you accept that crazy, then you know, oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If he was in a relationship with you until that was seen, he didn't know, but then he knew there are ways to work around that. If you love someone, you make it work. No matter who or what they are or what's going on, you make it work. I'm a stern believer that when you love unconditionally. You don't just love for the sake of loving. You love unconditionally because that's why you love. You love unconditionally. Otherwise, why love at all? If you love someone, fight for them, because if you don't fight for them, then you never really loved them. I know a lot of people will break up in certain scenarios like what you're having, and then they'll get right back to each other a year or something. They just need to find each other and find that appreciation that, oh shit, she was a catch, she was a steal. A lot of people don't know what they have until it's gone. They can't appreciate it. And just because I know I have a friend that's a streamer, she's not with anybody, but she was diagnosed with a lot. She's going through a lot of hospital issues. Lovely lass. I think she's just recently moved to Washington side. She's got, I think, 3 kids, and whenever someone who doesn't know who she is dates her, they're like, oh, you know, you got this and you got that. And like, but you don't get to know the actual person. You're not giving that person a thing. And the whole thing is like your depression, your anxiety, that's all part of you. It makes you you. It'll give you those unique quirks. Like if, say, you suffer from PTSD with thunderstorms, you curl up in a ball. That's a cute quirk. You will literally grab onto a person when thunder hits, and you're going to grab. I had a girlfriend when I was younger. Whenever there was lightning strike, she would grab onto me. I thought that was the most sexiest thing she could ever do to me, is need me when she was the most terrified. People that have anxiety and depression, they rely on someone a whole lot more. That's something that I've learned, is that they rely on their partner a whole lot more. They try and communicate and talk a lot more. They may have withdrawal symptoms and try and every now and then give in to their nature of being an avoidant, but it doesn't mean it's not worth fighting for. If I could have fought for my ex, I would have fought for her. If she had to come back, I'd be like, all right, cool, you know, sit down, there's something we need to talk about. And we need to set down guidelines, and then I'm not going to just jump in and move into the relationship. We need to see if this is worth fixing. Because now that the fact that you've left me or whatever the case may be is, and your kids are involved, now that they know who I am and they love me, I don't want to have them go through that loss all over again. So we need to make sure that we do it this time right. It's done right the first time round, and we know how to fix each other when there's an argument. That when we fight, we pull into each other. We don't pull away from each other or push each other away. We don't distance, you come closer. If you fight, you hold someone's hand, because how can you get angry when you're holding someone and you're looking in the eyes? You're not going to be able to. My one friend and his wife have a thing of like they've been married for 15 years. The only way to fight with your spouse is like you hold them aside as possible and you look into their eyes as deeply as possible, and then you say what's ever bothering you. And you will realize that when you say everything, they're not as angry as they would be. Because how can you be angry with the person that you're in love with, that loves you, that's looking at you with that intense, iron-hearted stare, that one brows up like the rock, and it's eye-melting heart moment. You will find that. I think love comes to everybody. It just takes the right person, the right moment, the right situation. Sometimes instead of taking one person, we take the wrong person. Don't think you won't ever find love. I think in love and life, you have to remain extremely positive, because if you put out positive energy, you'll get positive energy back. If you put out negativity, you end up with a negative arsehole. That's the only way I can put it, because that's what I found is if I want to date somebody, like now, if I'm on a dating app, all I'm seeing is people that are negative. I'm not looking for this, I'm not looking for that, and I want a man that can meet me here. And it's like, how about you just want to meet a man that's going to meet you for coffee, and then we can take it from there. So a lot of people have these false expectations, and of course, dating apps, the problem with them is, for me, is they provide people too many options. You can continually swipe while you've matched to someone, talk to somebody else. They don't lock you down to say, hey, let's try with this relationship. You have a good match with her. You've had good conversations with her. Why don't we just focus on this person? Let's focus on getting both of you out of this app. But instead, they want you to pay a subscription. They try to destroy any connection you may make by saying, "Hey, look, here's the match of the day. Look at this woman; she might be your match," you know. And yeah, you will find that. I think everyone, if they really want love, they will find love. It's just, I think a lot of people look for love in the wrong place. I'm guilty of that myself. Um, I miss the old ways of being able to walk into a store, see a beautiful woman, and be like, "Hey, nice ass." You can't do that now. You do that now, no matter where you're in the world, you're gonna have cops come down on your ass, and you might even have the FBI break down your door 2 days later and be like, "Hey, you greeted a woman like that. You can't have that." So I think the way people date, the way people value the interaction has changed. I think the best sense of in a terms like a dating app that I've ever met someone was World of Warcraft. I met someone off World of Warcraft. I dated them for 6 years. Um, that was the best dating app I'd ever met. I do agree with you there. This dating apps, and I mean, so many apps have the yeah, WoW is that. I miss WoW. I really miss WoW. I stopped playing it. I wanted to support. I had 3 friends that worked for Blizzard. One that was in Montreal, one that was in France, and then one that was in California. And they were GMs. And then one was I think a designer in. They did the mechanics and programming for raids, and well, part of the team. But either way, she was sexualized. She was sexually assaulted. And I said to her, "You know what? I don't agree with what's happened to you. I'm gonna believe you. So I'm never gonna support where those people are involved." I've come back to play Overwatch here and there, but World of Warcraft I've never really got back into because I know those were the work that they were involved in, and I could never just. For me, like World of Warcraft was amazing because the subs kept the game refreshed. It kept people playing the game. Because if you look at a lot of free games, over time people go away. That's why people play Minecraft, even though it's the world's most popular game. A lot of people will buy it then stop using it. But because you paid for it, you'll come back to it. So I don't mind a subscription service where I don't have to pay for anything else. But now they've introduced things like the token, buying gear, unlocking levels, and it's like, no. If I'm paying a subscription, I should have access to certain free facilities, but I should never have to pay for that kind of stuff. And for me, when they started doing that and changing the shift, and then there was the oh damn it, the 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 loot boxes, and then it's like, this is not working for me. Then there was you paying for mounts and cosmetics, which is I don't mind certain cosmetics, but then you've paid for something, and then a few years later they go and release the cosmetic and the mount, and it's like, no. So they became more of a cash grab, and they forgot what made them Blizzard. Then they wanted to make things too easy, and I'm like, I don't like Aleph R. I've never liked Aleph R. To me, it's still looking for a retard. In all honesty, it's the same reason why most people avoided hunters, because they had that same kind of mindset. And I mean, then I look at Overwatch I paid for back in the day. Now it's free to play, and I'm like, but now you've got loot boxes. You're charging people for loot boxes. It's like, no, this is just not right. 20 gems. The thing is, like World of Warcraft, you had to find people to do a dungeon. You had to get in a guild if you wanted to do raiding. You had to actually have skill set. It wasn't click any skill set to make it work. If you specifically mess up on your skill set, you were buggered. You could not do anything. So you need a certain amount of skill and understanding of how mechanics worked off each other, how your procs would work on, like, say, the Fire Mage and Firelands. You would need to know when that proc would work, with what skills you need to be leveled in order to have the ultimate DPS Fire Mage class. If you were a Warlock, you would need to know you need to do a quest like this to get the Succubus. If you didn't do that quest, you couldn't get the Succubus. Now it's, oh, I'm just going to pay for it. It's no, work hard for it. I mean, now you can fly everywhere, whereas you used to be forced to walk and ride everywhere. You could see all the sights. Now you just autopilot flight point to flight point to flight point. There was no challenge when it first came up. I mean, Ankarak, A&Q used to be one of the hardest raids when it first came out. Now one person can solo it, and I'm like, but it, even up until Lich King, it was literally nearly impossible to try and do it by yourself. And then other things came out, and then, you know, you had people doing the retro vibe feel of let's go and experience the retro raids. Then they made the Warcraft Classic. Is like, why are you paying for Classic? It's it's not what it was. It's those achievements, all those things should never be unlocked again. If you didn't play it then, tough tackies kind of thing. If you want to do it, then okay, fine. We have a server for people that want to play old school WoW with all the old school settings, nothing adapted or changed. But now when they release it, it's like there's still class changes. Like, but those classes weren't available in Classic. They weren't there with Vanilla. So it was. All the Warcraft made me sad because I had so many characters. I had a character per main, per class. I had Hordes, I had Alliance. I preferred Alliance. I think the only thing I really liked was my first character was a Blood Elf. That, of all time, will still remain my favorite character. Yeah, I'm for the Alliance all the way. I'm not for the Horde. I mean, like, I used to watch Method playing World of Warcraft. I don't watch Method playing World of Warcraft. They literally kind of died for me. I think the one streamer that was in Method, she became an OF fan. I'm like, no, why? You're such a skilled player. Why would you do that? So yeah, World of Warcraft started to attract the wrong crowd, and I'm like, okay, this is no longer for me. I mean, I've still maintained some of the relationships over the 20 years of playing World of Warcraft. I think it was 23 years of World of Warcraft. Yeah, it was 2003, 2004 that World of Warcraft came out. So it's been a hot minute. The experiences, the memories I have from World of Warcraft will never amount to most games I've ever played. The social interaction, the friends I've made, it was one of the best games of all time for me. Okay, what do we need? Okay, let's get some cobblestone for the building.
Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. I believe I need to um, do what I normally do when someone follows. You're going to end up on the wall of following founders. So I think there's a free spot over here. Sorry, Dave, you're no longer on the block by yourself. There we go. Thank you for the follow. I do appreciate that. Then let's add you to the Twitch Wall of Fame. Oh, we could put you up there. Thank you very much for the follow. I really do appreciate that. Oh, yeah, I wanted stone bricks before I got distracted by the impressible, lovely Rose who sent me a follow. Thank you very much. It's just my username at the moment, so you can pretty much use the Sinastria to. I will set up a server in time. It's just that I've been careful because I got over spammed by artists and stuff. They're like, "Hey, do you want to sell your art?" I'm like, "I have artwork, thank you." So I will be working on a Discord channel later today, and then I'm gonna polish off the icons for like Kick and stuff, and then eventually, once I get affiliated and partnered with Twitch, I'll then have customized icons and emotes for the Twitch people. But my Discord for the time being is that, so you can contact me on my personal Discord. You should find it under that. And then yeah, I will at a later date set up a. I think later today I'll set up a Discord server. And then pretty much anyone from our community, I'll pretty much invite them over into it. So yeah, as far as I know, it would be that, or it would be. I think that was the last time I checked. It was that. Wait, I keep forgetting to take. And I need to plant some trees for wood as well. No, no, no. I don't mind when people are like, if someone's like really skilled and they make artwork for me, and I'll be like, all right, cool. You've customly made me artwork. I can see this is a human touch. It's not AI or anything like that. Because AI can't really recreate artwork. It'll mess it up if it tries to recreate it. And then if someone had to say draw me art and send me a like fan art and it looks amazing, or the person becomes part of my community and they send me a stick thing, I would, just for the sheer shits and giggles, I would change the community icon to the art of the day being that, you know. I think art should be appreciated in all forms, even if people would think it's crappy. It's
it's something that someone put their own effort and energy into. But for someone to try to sell me something that they never done, it always rubs me the wrong way. And then some of these people have like a massive conversation with you, and they'll be like, "Oh, by the way, I do art. Do you like art?" I'm like, "Yeah, I like art." They're like, "Well, cool. We do graphics design. Can we sell you something?" It's actually an inside joke with me and one of the streamers that are friends. That he's found my channel and he decided, "Hey, look, I like your stuff. I like who you are as a person. I like what you bring to the table." And we've been friends ever since. I think we've done a few collabs as well together. Well, if you want to draw a few stick figures, I mean, there will be like, I'll open up, post your art here, you know, in a Discord channel. So that will be coming sooner or later. So you're welcome to do that. And then you can be like, rate people's arts kind of thing, you know. But at the same time, being kind and nice about it at the same time. Because I don't want to make a platform where people are embarrassed or destroyed because they're expressing their creativity. Oh wait, I still need to get bricks. Okay, before I tell you that, how old do you think I am? That would be the more curious question for me. I'll answer the question, but I always like to kind of get a feel for where people think I am. That way it makes the guessing game so much more fun. Uh, 33. Thank you for the compliment, but no. At least you've guessed a little bit older than most people would normally go for, so thank you on that one. But I am 38. I just hit the 38 recently. I had a lovely 24-hour stream. Made sure no one could donate. I disabled donations. From chatting, how old do you think you are? I would say you're between 25 to 35. If I got more context to the like 9-year marriage and stuff, or the other relationship, I got more context and timelines, and I would maybe be able to say more than 35, but I'd say most likely about 25 to 30, but pushing it would be about 35 maximum. I know, but I mean, like, you know, when I say marriage, I mean like the first father, then to the second spouse that you were with and that left, or person, however you want to partner, you want to call them. I see when someone's with someone for over a year, that's pretty much your wifey. No matter how you want to look at it, she has become your wifey. I used to piss off my partner with that, or anyone I've dated. The minute over the 1 year mark passes, that's my wifey. If you don't want to marry me, that's fine, but um, you're my wifey in a story. You're my common law wife. You are my wifey. I want to marry you in any event, kind of thing. So and then let's see. So yeah, no.
See, we need some trees.
But either way, you carry yourself very well for 35. You actually, like I said, you come a bit younger, like 25, but you carry yourself rather well. You don't sound like you drained by life. You sound like you're very happy with life. So it's always nice to know that people are happy and comfortable. I know life isn't always the best place to find oneself in, but when people are happy in life, it makes me kind of happy. If they're enjoying my content and I'm able to connect with someone, because you never know. I mean, literally, a streamer, you can save anyone's life just by talking to them. They might just want that conversation that they so desperately desire. So, as a streamer, I get to meet, talk to a lot of people. I get to meet a lot of beautiful people, and I see that there's a lot of people that are unappreciated or undervalued by the worth they bring into reality, where other people wouldn't see it. Excuse me for 2 seconds. I think I have been on now for how long? 3.5 hours. So I'm trying to take a little bit of a little chill break here. And you're welcome. I think you're a beautiful person. I think your daughter is very happy to have you because despite all the pain that you had to experience, so I'm just replying to somebody that they kind of caught me off guard now by asking me if everything's okay because I haven't responded to them in the last 3 hours. So yeah, no, I just don't get it. Plus, I'm checking up on my friend that got cheated on, so I'm just trying to make sure she's okay. Because the other day I had to sit down with her, help her reconstruct her CV because she had a job for the last what, 15 years. So everything, the way you used to do CVs have all changed. The way people appreciate what you do or what you bring to the party kind of changes. So I just had to help her get like ATS and stuff. No problem. No, I know if you're in America, it's probably going to be very late for you. So thank you very much for the chat. I do appreciate it. Let me see if I can accept that Discord request. So thank you very much. I hope you have a lovely sleep. I'm very privileged to catch someone so early in America, so I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. And I hope you have a wonderful sleep well, and thank you for coming to my stream and following. And I will definitely have a good stream. You have a good sleep. Sounds like as a mom, you probably need it. Right. Another beautiful community member added to my community. Um, this is the magic of streaming, the goodness and wholesome of the people you meet. It's one of the reasons why I love being a streamer. So yeah, thank you guys for always supporting and following me and having a chat in the commentary there. Anyone else watching from no matter where you are, whether it's Facebook, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, Rumble, please don't think I won't respond. I actually will. No matter how big I get, I always promise to give a personalized hello or conversation with you. We'll try to get to everyone as much as I can. Because let's face it, if I do get as big as certain other streamers, it may take me some time, but I'll probably set up like one person has like get permission for a mod where it allows one person question. So like 5 minutes, a person's question will come up, then it'll take the next person, select, and then move. And then I'll go through, once it's worked through everybody, then your second question or third question will get popped into the thing once people stop asking questions or no longer require questions answered, you know. So yeah, I am just going to take a 2-second break. I need to hit the loo for a second. Oh, I still actually have that be right back up voice call. Oh my bad. So, thank you very much, guys. Thank you, Rose. I hope you have a lovely snooze. And yeah, guys, I'll be right back. Give me a few seconds. I'll be right back. It's for breakfast. But now let's go for some Pepsi. Right. Surprisingly, still has gas after being 4 days old in the fridge. Nice. Right. All right, guys. In about 15 minutes, I'm gonna call it for a day, or not the day, but I mean, I am gonna take a break, and then obviously I will come back later in the day because I do have an interview scheduled for today with an American client, so kind of want to be fresh to a point. Um, then obviously I'm like Rose pointed out very promisely, I am very popular. So yeah, I will give this about 15. No, man, come on. It's funny, it's like it's always in like a similar positional spot.
All right, guys, I am starting to actually nod off. I'm going to call it quits. Thank you for everyone who stayed and watched. Thank you to everyone on Rumble. Thank you to everyone on Kick. Thank you to everybody on YouTube, everyone on Twitch. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. It has been phenomenal. It has been awesome. Thank you so much for your continued support. It is amazing to know that people are supporting and watching. I mean, I'm a small guy. I don't expect anyone to ever come into my stream. I mean, the fact that I've had Dream come into one of my streams was a dream in itself. So thank you very much. Very humbled by that. So yeah, I just hope that everybody out there has a good day, good morning, good evening, or a good sleep wherever you are in the rest of the world. And I will check you guys later. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. I'll catch you on the flip side. I'll probably start it up in about 6 to 8 hours. I'll probably start up again in my next stream. So if not, maybe earlier. It just depends how I feel. I need to get a bit of rest in. So thank you very much, guys. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for being you guys, and thank you for everything. And please don't forget, I am on Kick, YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, Facebook, so you can come and check me out on whichever platform you're most comfortable. And hey, maybe you might want to rotate around, come around, visit Twitch, Kick, YouTube, Rumble, Facebook. Maybe find a second home or a third home. Just always have a backup ready in case you can't access one because maybe Cloud File Flare is not working. So, yeah, just take care of yourselves, hydrate, be healthy.